Okay, good morning to everyone. How are you today? All of you? Good, healthy, as well as smart. Okay, very good. So, the topic is consumer equilibrium, and we are going through the ordinal approach to find out the consumer equilibrium. So, yesterday I taught you about indifference curve. Okay, indifference curve. Good morning to everyone. Bete. Be online. Yesterday I taught you what indifference curve, indifference schedule, and indifference curve it is. Okay. So the definition of, let us revise the definition of indifference curve. Definition of the indifference curve it is. Indifference curve. IC means indifference curve. So what is the definition of indifference curve? I am going to draw. Okay. Let us recap. Like this, I taught you yesterday that this is the shape of your indifference curve. Your indifference curve. So oranges, and here we were taking the apples 1 2 3 4 5, here 10 7 5, and that 4. Okay, so this is a shape, this is a indifference curve. I see indifference curve it is. Okay, so the definition, and we have different combination. Yesterday I taught you about different combination. Let combination A, combination B, combination C and D, and so on. 1 2 3. So we have different combination. A, B, C, nothing but combination with it. Yes, these are the combination, different combination of how many goods? 2. Yes, 2 goods are there with it. Two goods are there. One is orange, another is apples. Understood? Two goods are there, or two goods are consumed by the consumer, we can say, at different combination. At different combination, A combination, B combination, and C combination. So indifference curve is the combination of two goods. Is the combination of two goods. Two goods means orange and apples. Two goods. If you talk about A point, so at A 10 units of oranges and 1 unit of apple. If you go to the second combination, here 7 units of oranges which you like and 2 units of apple. At C combination, here you are liking 5 oranges and 3 apples. So different combination of the goods, two goods, giving the same level of satisfaction. Same level of satisfaction. There is no change in the level of satisfaction. By taking 10 and 1, 7 and 2, 5 and 3. This is the combination with it. Are you getting? So all the combinations are giving same level of satisfaction. Same level of satisfaction. Either A combination, B or C. If you want to take A combination, here means more preference for the oranges. If you go to the second, again 7 and 1 more unit of apple, but for that you have to sacrifice. You have sacrificed C. You sacrificed 3 units of oranges to get 1 more unit of apple with it. It means to get 1 more unit of apples, you sacrifice 3 units of oranges. In the same way, if you move to the other C combination now, to get 1 more, change of 1, here change of 1. Okay, means one more apple. So here, how many units you have to sacrifice? You have sacrificed like 2 units of oranges. Okay, 2 units of oranges. But the combination of either A, B or C giving same level of satisfaction. Any query? You are most welcome, Ete. In case of any query, any doubt, please text your message. Okay. So again, I am going to revise the definition of indifference curve. Okay, if there is no any doubt. So indifferent curves show the combination of two goods, which give the same level of satisfaction. Same level of satisfaction at A, B, and C and D. Same level of satisfaction at A, B, and C. No change between. Consumer remain satisfied at all the combinations. A, B, C. Same level of satisfaction rated. But here we have the combination of two goods. One is apple, two goods, oranges and apples. Okay? This is about the definition of indifference curve. Indifference curve. Okay? And let me know what is the shape of indifference curve. Please let me know the shape of IC. Convex to the origin. The shape of indifference curve is convex to the origin or concave. Which one is correct? This or this? The shape, I am talking about the shape, beta. The shape of IC curve is convex to the origin. Correct? Okay? Convex to the origin. 1 mark question MCQ. MCQ. What is the shape of indifference curve to the origin? Convex, concave, okay, both or none, or can't say anything. There may be many more options. So exact correct answer is convex to the origin. Convex to the origin with it. Next, properties of indifference curve or features of indifference curve. Next topic is properties or features of indifference curve. Features of IC, indifference curve. Features or properties of indifference curve. Property number 1, that indifference curve slope downward or upward. IC slopes downwards. Yes or no? If you see the slope of IC, so slope is downward side. O, X and Y. Here good X and good Y. The slope of indifference curve is downward sloping. Downward sloping, yes. The slope of indifference curve is downward side with it. So, what does it mean? The meaning of downward sloping means that indifference curve has negative slope. It means negative slope. Downward means this is a negative slope. Why negative slope? The consumer decide to more of good. If consumer is deciding to get one more unit of apples, okay, I have given the example. If you want to get more of X, okay, let apple, same example I am going to use. If you want to get one more unit of apple, second unit or third, you have to sacrifice more and more units. Okay, you have to sacrifice more units of this Y commodity. The Y commodity. Let me recall the okay indifference set. Indifference here combination A, B, C and D. Oranges 10, 7, 5, 4. Apples 1, 2, 3, 4 written. Okay. If you want to calculate Mazur rate of substitution, that you can also calculate Mazur rate of substitution. Okay, Mazur rate of substitution. Okay, when you move, it is not possible for the A combination, but you can calculate for the B combination. Means this is your gain to get one more apple. How many units sacrificed by you? 3 weighted. To get one more, you have to sacrifice 3. Yes, 3 oranges given up by the consumer to get one more unit of apples. So 3 upon 1 Mazur rate of substitution. Mazur rate of substitution. The formula is delta y upon delta x. Delta y upon delta x. This is the formula to calculate your Mazur rate of substitution. Substitute means when you want to get more of apple, you have to give up more and more units of this oranges or your Y commodity. So you have to give up, you have to sacrifice. Why? Because income is limited. Income is limited. So if you want to spend more for for X, then you have to save the money from the Y. So automatically expenditure should be decreased, and here expenditure, so that expenditure for the X can be increased. Okay, so 3 upon, so this is the negative, means you have given up. So generally for given up or decrease, for decrease can I use minus sign? Minus sign for decrease and plus for what? Increase. Understood? So here I can also write minus 3. So minus 3 upon 1 is equal to minus 3. So decrease or downfall means negative. At B combination. Now if you talk about C combination, this is not to means this is for your understanding level, bete. I am making this table right now. Okay, see, point number 1 is going to explain. I am explaining point number 1, but this part is not required. But I am explaining so that you can understand the concept in a proper way, bete. Okay, for understanding level, I am explaining this one. Okay, somewhere and further we have to use this particular part, Mazur rate of substitution. Now C combination. At C combination, when you move from 2 to 3 means one more unit of apple. Okay, to get one more unit of apple, so here you have to sacrifice few more units of oranges. So 7 to 5 means sacrifice of 2 units. Sacrifice of 2 units. So change in Y. Okay, So apple we are taking X and Y for oranges. Y for oranges because on the OY axis we are taking oranges, on the OX axis we are taking apples. So the formula of Maser-Rate substitution, okay, but this concept is there, okay. This concept I will be teaching once again, but try to understand right now. So Maser-Rate substitution, delta Y upon delta X. Delta Y means good Y, change in good Y, change in good Y means sacrifice, and change in good X, that is gain. Gain. Okay. So how many sacrifice value? -2 upon 1. So -2. Okay. -2. So 2 you can also write. Why I write -3 and -2 means downward, decreasing. So this slope, the slope of indifference curve is downward weighted, and so on in this case. Okay, understood? So indifference curve. Okay, the first feature of indifference curve, that indifference curve slopes downward. Slopes downward weighted. Now downward meaning it means the slope of indifference curve is downward from left to, this is left side, left to right, left to right. What does it mean? That to get one more units of X, consumer had to sacrifice more and more of Y, more and more of Y weighted, more units of Y we can say. Okay, understood? Any query? So gain at the cost of loss. Gain at the cost of loss, and loss is more than gain. Understood, bete? See here, the loss of or sacrifice of 3 units. Here the sacrifice of 2 units, and further the sacrifice of 1 unit. So sacrifice is more than gain. Sacrifice is more than gain weighted. So point number 1 is over. Okay. Now point number 2. Point number 2. Indifference curve is convex to the origin or concave to the origin. Point number 2. I see indifference curve convex to the origin. Convex to the origin. So what does it mean when we say convex to the origin? Convex to the origin means, see the shape of indifference curve. So slope is downward, and the shape of this curve is nothing but convex. Convex. O, X and Y. The slope of IC is convex to the origin. Okay. Yes, Aditya. Uday, yes. Okay, good waiting. So it means that the slope of indifference curve decline. The slope of indifference curve decline. The slope of IC decline. See, decline means this is keep on falling. As you move from as you move from A to B, or let different combination are there, A, B and C. When you are keep on moving from A to B, B to C combination, the slope is keep on decreasing, and the slope of indifference curve, nothing but the slope of indifference curve or Maser rate of substitution. Then who decide the slope of indifference curve? Maser rate of substitution bete. Margin rate of substitution. Maser rate of substitution. The slope of indifference curve is decided by the Maser rate of substitution. Understood or not, bete? Yes or no? Means let A combination, B combination and C. A, B and C. O, X and Y. Here oranges. Apples. Okay. So the slope means here you sacrifice 3 units. How many units sacrificed by you? 3 units to get one more. To get one more. Sacrifice or not? Let this is a C point. Here you sacrificed 3 means this side. Gain means this side. Again you sacrifice 2 units. Here the gain of 1 unit. So the slope of indifference curve decided by the Maser rate of substitution. Marginal rate of substitution for x and y. Maser rate of substitution for x and y. X and y means 2 goods are there. To get one more x, you have to sacrifice y goods. So if you join these points, it will make indifference curve. It will make one indifference curve. So slope of Maser rate of substitution decide or make the slope of indifference curve. Understood? So one MCQ is there. MCQ number 2. The slope of indifference curve. MCQ bete. The slope of indifference curve. Slope of IC depend on the Maser rate of substitution for x and y. For x for what? Maser rate of substitution for x and y. Understood? Are you clear? Yes. So point number 2 is the second feature and property. Indifference curve convex to the origin. Convex to the origin bete. Uday, you are responding what else? Taking a cup of tea. Okay, now. Good. Things are clear. Are you getting bete? Though, see, whenever I am explaining any point, along with that, I am also drawing the diagrams or making the table so that you can understand in a better way. Okay, so point number 2 is over. Point number 3, bete. Point number 3. Higher IC shows higher level of satisfaction. Higher level of indifference curve shows higher level of satisfaction. Higher level of IC, higher level of IC indifference curve shows higher level of satisfaction. Higher level of satisfaction with it. Okay, so higher the level of IC shows higher the level of satisfaction. Higher the level of IC, higher the level of satisfaction. Okay, let us understand with the help of diagram. Oranges, here apples. This is your IC, IC1, IC2, IC3 with it. So higher the indifference curve, let IC3 is the highest. Okay, high, which is the highest? IC3. So it means IC3 is giving you higher level of or more level of satisfaction. More level of satisfaction with it. Why this is giving more satisfaction? Because number of goods you are getting more at means IC3 combination is giving you more units. More units, for example, see at different points. Let this is the 7 units of oranges. So IC1, IC2, IC3, A combination, B and C. So here you are getting 1, 2, 3. Let it. Okay. So at A combination, A point 7 plus 1. At B combination 7 plus 2. At C 7 plus 3. So see IC3, IC3, IC2, IC1. So IC1, if you will combine, then 8 goods you are getting, 8 units. IC2 at B point giving you 9 units, and C point at IC3 giving you 10 units. Total 10 units. Total 10 units. So total number of goods you are getting more. Total units you are getting more with it at higher indifference curves. So when you will be getting more goods, okay, more number of goods, this give you higher level of satisfaction. Higher level of satisfaction with it. Understood? Very easy. Yes or no, beta? Higher level of indifference curve shows higher level of satisfaction. So IC3 at C combination give you more combination of good A and B or oranges and apples. Okay. Okay. Good. Now property, the features of indifference curve. Fourth feature, fourth property. Fourth property that I see indifference curves do not cross or intersect each other. Indifference curve, two indifference curve, okay, not one but two or more than two or more than two indifference curves never intersect, never cross each other. Why not? So let us understand why two indifference curves should not intersect each other. Like this is your AC1, IC2, IC2 waiting. So good, X and Y. Okay. Now this is a combination. A combination IC1. Now recall the definition of indifference curve. All the combination of IC1 waiting. So combination A, B and C, or we can say any point on the indifference curve, any combination on the indifference curve giving same level of satisfaction. This is what I taught in the beginning. Yes or no? In the beginning of this day, I taught you that all the points or any point, any combination on the indifference curve, either A, B or C, gives same level of satisfaction. Gives same level of satisfaction. Got it? Keep in mind, it means A is equal to B and B is equal to C. Am I right? Am I right? Yes, no, bete. Yes. Okay. So this is about IC1. In the same way, IC2 also. So here for IC1, A is equal to V. A is equal to B. Yes. For IC1, A is equal to B. Now that this is the C point with it. Let us talk about IC2 now. IC2. So in the same way for IC2 also, A and B. See, this is indifference curve number 2. So any point on the indifference curve to give same level of satisfaction means A is equal to A, B, C. I am taking 3 points. A is equal to B, B is equal to C. Okay? Around 3 points I am taking on the IC2. IC2. So this is your IC2 bete. It means A is equal to C. A is equal to C. Understood? IC1 bete, first of all, IC number 1. Understood? And this is your IC2. IC2 bete. So IC2 indifference curve 2, A is equal to C means consumer is satisfied at A and C, both the combination giving same level of satisfaction when you are at IC2. IC2. But let me know that A is equal to B is equal to C. True or false? True or false very? A is equal to B, B is equal to C. True, false? A is equal to B, true. And B is equal to C, B is equal to C. See, A is equal to B, true. B is equal to C. B is equal to C, true or false? A is equal to B. Do you think B is equal to C? Look at the diagram. Look at the diagram also. Or look at, I said A is equal to B, B is equal to C. True, false? And keep in mind the latest statement, higher level of satisfaction, higher level of indifference curves give you higher level of satisfaction. Just the latest feature. Latest feature I taught you, higher indifference curve give you higher level of satisfaction. Yes, A is equal to B, true, but B is not equal to C with it. So this is false. B is not equal to C. Okay, so IC should not intersect each other. If they will intersect, then the definition of the indifference curve will be violated or will not be valid. Yes, true, good. Okay, so indifference curve should not intersect each other. Otherwise, the definition of indifference curve will be violated or will not be more true. Understood? Last point. Last feature. Fifth point, that IC does not touch indifference curve, does not touch x-axis or y-axis. Neither x-axis nor y-axis. Why not? Let me clear. Let this is the indifference curve 1. O x and O y commodity. Okay, good y, good x. Good x. Let's add point A. At point A, do you think there is a combination of two goods? At point A, do you think there is a combination of two goods or only one commodity at this point? This is your O x-axis, O y-axis. This is your O y-axis, na bete. So IC does not touch. Here, let it touch. Let it touched. So at A combination, 0 unit of x. See, 0 unit of x. X good. How many units of x? 0. And y good? Let 7. 7 units. Here 0 unit. 0 unit. What the see the definition? The combination of two goods. What is the definition of indifferent curve? It shows the combination of two goods. Means there should be the combination of two goods. At least one commodity should be either x or y. Other may be more. So it violates your definition. Single commodity. So this is not valid. Okay. So IC does not touch either this or this. If you are taking, for example, y commodity only and only, okay, x and x only. Let IC1 weightage. Good y. So here, if you see good x, so unit of good x, let 4 unit of good x. And how many units of y? 0. How many units of y? 0. At this point, that this is B point. At B point, 4 units of good X and 0 unit of Y. Again, there is no any combination. No combination. So no combination. For combination, at least one commodity should be there now. So no combination. If it is not making any combination, it means not. This is not true. It means this is not true. It is. Any query, doubt? Yes, no, bete. So indifference curve is the combination of two goods, not the combination of one good. One is individual, bete. It cannot make any combination. Okay. So today I taught you about the features, assumptions of indifference curve. I taught you Maser substitution also. Okay. So I taught you about the features, properties of indifference curve. Indifference curve it is. So let us recap the things. So first feature I taught you about that indifference curve is downward sloping. Indifference curve is downward sloping. Second, I taught you that indifference curve is convex to the origin or concave to the origin. What I taught you? I see convex or concave. This is the right one. Yes. So third point, I taught you higher indifference curve give you higher level of satisfaction. Fourth, that indifference curve never intersect to each other. Fourth, IC never touch or cross each other. And last point, indifference curve neither touch OX axis or OX or OY axis, neither OX axis nor OY axis. So this is about the features of indifference curve, features or properties. Okay, so please make notes. Good day.